Hello, I am Mr. Rogers and you're watching the video lecture for section 3-2. We're talking about the electromagnetic spectrum, electromagnetic waves. So today guys, just a couple of things here. A big question of the notes here today, you don't have to write this down. How can electromagnetic waves carry different amounts of energy? And so we're talking about the electromagnetic spectrum is what we're going to focus on today. You can see kind of the spectrum here. These are all waves. Some you can see, all the light we can see on the electromagnetic spectrum is right about here in this little spot right here called the visible light. All the UV light, X-rays we can't see, infrared, microwaves, radio waves, we can't see those either. We know they're there, we use them, but we can't see them. So what are these waves? Electromagnetic waves are transverse waves that have some electrical and some magnetic properties. So they kind of act like magnets, kind of act like electrical current. They kind of have some of these they kind of carry both of these properties. And so these waves, we put them on what's called the electromagnetic spectrum. And this is the name for the range of waves in order of increasing frequency. So it's all about the increasing frequency. And the other big thing about these is they do not need a medium to travel through. So these can travel through outer space. Think about light from the sun, travels through nothing for a long period of time. Oh, wrong way. So this spectrum, we think about, it's a very big spectrum. So shorter waves, wavelength, the higher the frequency, the more energy it's going to carry. So think about X-rays, gamma rays, like radiation from like a nuclear explosion or a reactor. That's the gamma rays way down here, carrying a lot of energy, very high frequency, very short wavelength. And as we go down, think about like what we can see, infrared, microwaves. Now you can see that wave is getting much longer, so it's not carrying as much energy. Then way down here we have radio waves. Think about radio waves, microwaves. Think about even your Wi-Fi. It's going to be in this range somewhere. So again, we go back to this first page here on the spectrum, and you can see on here like how big these waves are. So visible light is about the size of a bacteria, whereas some of the radio waves can be longer than like a football field. And as you go the other way, like the gamma rays, they're smaller than a water molecule, just like a couple atoms wide. So a very big wave, very long, to very, very tiny. So I think that difference in how they're used. So what we can see then is this range, the spectrum of all these waves. So we use these waves in a lot of different ways in our lives, but just want to talk a little bit about the basics of what they are, how they travel, and what they carry. So the biggest thing I want you to know about the electromagnetic spectrum is that the higher the frequency as you go up this way, that shorter wavelength, these are carrying a lot more energy. When that wavelength goes the other way, gets much longer, now they're not carrying near as much energy down here. And that's why these are much more safe to be traveling around us all the time as compared to these gamma rays over here. Alright, so 8th grade, we're going to stop there. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you along the way.